Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. I was never really a huge fan of the original cartoon. I only really remember the opening theme song from when I was younger. The series was running when I was, originally running when I was 1 to 3 years old. And I would see episodes randomly on reruns from time to time. So some of the more nostalgic factors of this story wouldn't work on me, or if they were done wrong, it wouldn't bother me either. So I'll just grade this film as if I saw it. Although Chip and Dale are more than just the Rescue Rangers. They were around a long time before it and after it. So I guess in this universe, they ignore that. It's like the Donald Duck cartoons from the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s that starred Chip and Dale don't exist because Chip and Dale were children in the early 80s. And they go to school and there's no Mickey or Goofy or anything like that. It's just, and they're not related anymore. A lot of things they suggest Chip and Dale are brothers, but here I guess they're just brothers in arms, and they ignore all that. The film uses a lot of sight gags and member berries for its humor. It's oh, I remember seeing that guy. I remember seeing that cartoon character. Hey, I get that reference. Which is, honestly much better than the usual shit that Seth Rogan pops out or stars in. A few jokes that stuck were mostly just taking shots at Hollywood in general. It's like Batman v E.T. Although I'll admit I never laughed at the movie. Just grunted at a couple moments huh. But for the life of me, I can't remember what those moments were. So it must not have been that memorable. Not the typical kiddie film or even pothead one like Seth Rogan would usually be associated with. It's really just a forgettable film to toss on for an hour. Something you put on for the kiddies to shut them up so they can watch. The voices, while being distracting in the trailer, after the first few minutes, I kind of just got used to them and it no longer bothered me. I was more distracted by the lack of Disney Canon than anything. Explaining more would spoil the film, as I said, but I've already done that. I'm just reading the script of my original review on Letterboxd at this moment. But, it's then what about those other Chip and Dales? I guess that's some kind of weird multiverse thing where in this universe only Rescue Rangers existed, and Rescue Rangers wasn't real. It was just a show. It's that happened in House of Mouse, but Chip and Dale still existed. They were people. They were actors in House of Mouse. This film probably hits harder for those who actually remember the series and look back on it fondly. I give it a C-, probably never watch it again. And like I said, the only thing I really remember about this show, really, besides what the characters look like, is the theme song. Because, the theme song also had a jazz version play at Disney Quest. We used to go to Disney Quest a lot when I was a kid. And all the Disney afternoon shows, I remember the theme song. I don't remember watching the show very much, except for Gargoyles. I don't really remember anything really about the show. It's just I remember the theme songs. I know what the cartoon characters look like. It's like Goof Troop. I remember the theme song. I can't tell you what the fuck happened in any of the episodes. I know it's a continuation. I know Goofy Movie is the continuation of it. Without the sister and the mother of Pete. It's just Pete and his dad, or Pete and his son, PJ. Technically, I was right the first time because PJ is just Pete Jr. But other than that, bonkers. I don't remember the show. I remember the cartoon. Not the cartoon. I remember that the characters look like. I remember the theme song. But that's it. So, as I said, C-. Never watch it again. I'm kind of glad I didn't do all CG, but Dale being CG kind of stands out a little in some of the scenes. You see all the other cartoon characters being cartoon characters. The little twist at the end, you'll see it coming if you're an adult or you've been alive or you've watched a cop movie. Even they reference how, yeah, it's just I want the money and yeah, it's a cliche. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Probably not. No one watches these reviews.